Now, back to the story from a few minutes ago. You're inside the best of the Morning X. Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. 99X.
You have a priest on the phone?
Okay, we have a priest on the phone. Hey, what was the last cool confession you took?
Last cool confession. I can't say that.
I don't think he can say
I've had some rock and roll experience.
What do you mean?
Oh, really?
I got to meet Steven Tyler. Met Tom Cruise. I've done some.
Wait a minute. Did those dudes confess to you?
You know, Steven Tyler is very cool. He. I was up in Boston. He helped me out on some things, and
you can't really say. But
he helps you out. What
well,
did he get you some? He got you first row tickets, or what? I mean,
I can't see a
priest in the
what?
front row at Aerosmith.
I've seen Aerosmith many times. I love Aerosmith. But
wait a minute. But he's very vulgar on stage.
He is, but he's really a good guy.
He is a nice guy. Yeah.
So Steven
I've met
Tyler.
a lot of.
What was the meeting like with Tom Cruise? What was that about?
You remember the movie Days of Thunder?
Yes.
I was an extra in that, and actually, just through some priest friends.
That was shot in Texas.
No, it was shot in Charlotte and Daytona and a few other places.
Some of it was shot in Texas, because I remember when they shot it.
Yeah, maybe some of it was, but the Charlotte stuff they did at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and that was very cool. Tom was cool. That was when he met his wife, what's her face?
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole
wife,
Kidman.
what's her face?
We did a little service, if you remember, Jerry Bruckheimer and the fellow that died, now Don Simpson.
Yes.
Jerry Bruckheimer was a Jew just like me and you.
He still is. He's one of the chosen few. You know what my rabbi friends say?
What?
They say we're the chosen people. Then my mom always say, chosen for what? I don't know.
That's right. I'm telling you, had Moses just made like a left instead of the right, we would be sitting on all the oil. But he made a wrong turn, and now we got nothing but rocks and sand.
Father, do you go to R-rated movies?
Yes, I do. I wouldn't go to an X, but I go to an R.
Who's the last naked woman you've seen?
The last...
Oh, Barnes. I'm uncomfortable even hearing.
Well, he goes to R-rated movies.
I know.
I don't see a
You know,
priest.
I don't. I haven't seen Saving Private. I've been seeing a lot of the. I've been doing a lot of work with kids, so I've been seeing like Jack Frost and.
Do you have to turn your head when a sex scene comes on?
No, it's part of life again.
Well,
see, you're using this part of life rule pretty
I know.
liberally.
Go see Patch Adams.
I like that part of life thing. We could adopt that. It's part of the living experience.
Right.
Because
I mean, people know Father Frank Marino. I mean, my role is to hang with a lot of younger people, and I have to. When they come up to me and tell me a situation, I can't plead stupid. And if I don't know what's going on,
see, Father's got it.
No purpose.
Father's got the program. He just pleads, the old, the 6th.
Yeah, I'm not going to shoot up with somebody, but I have to sit there with somebody that shoots up sometime, and that's a different story.
And like Rabbi Silverman, as young and cool as he is, I mean, he is hardcore. I mean, they don't have like a TV, and they don't go to movies and stuff because the entertainment today is racy to the point where they don't want their kids exposed to, what's going on out there.
Right. Now, I wouldn't go to like a stupid movie like Striptease just because it's more big nude, but I would go. I don't know if Saving Private Ryan's are, but I would go to something like that because it has different values.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Father can't have sex, but he can sit in the room while two other people have sex. No, he was just saying he can't shoot up, but he can sit there next to someone.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
You can't plead the live in the life thing with that.
The father has painted some pretty generous
very liberal
boundaries.
Father, yes,
and that's fine because you deal with people who
he deals with younger
generous
people.
boundaries, and you're just trying to. I understand that,
Right.
I mean,
you don't cross the line. You still preach all the right and good things, but you also have to understand. As Leslie said, life goes on.
Has there been any vice that you've wanted to cross the line? You thought, God, I'd love to cross the line.
Not really. I mean, priests drink. I mean, obviously we, hopefully none of us do drugs and illegal things like that, but, we're going to have a cocktail and a beer.
Okay.
Growing up in high school, the nuns in my high school would drink beer at parties, and, those are the full habit nuns, not the modern nuns of today.
Nun drinking a Budweiser.
A nun drinking a
Me
Budweiser?
and
I could see a glass of wine, maybe.
Sister Mary Hugh could throw down some beer. And
Well, maybe she would drink a St. Pauli, because at least it's, you know. there's-
Sister Mary Hugh would drink a Bud.
Well, I guess the only final question is, oh, Lord.
Oh, no. Where are you going
See,
here?
there he's going
Oh,
holy on it.
Lord.
I just,
Jimmy's converting.
well, I mean, you're a young guy. How do you, as a young guy who's hip to the world, who sees things, and how do you overcome the certain human, animalistic temptations,
Urges.
and
Temptations.
urges that every man has?
Oh, that's the age-old question. Personally, this is terrible to say on the air. I don't agree with. I wish priests could get married, but I've made a choice.
Right.
And you do have. I see women all the time, and I think they're beautiful creations of God. But I know my limits, and I've made a commitment to the Lord, and it's not that difficult a thing to do.
Okay, then let me ask you this, because in Judaism,
I mean, it's
especially
kind
if
of
you're,
like you, Jimmy. You go out with 1,000 girls, you haven't found one yet, so it's.
I go with 1,000 girls and have no sex. That's right, just like me.
So see, Jimmy and I are just the same, except
But here's the thing. I don't know if it's
he gets
in,
stuck with the bill.
I don't know if it's if it's in your Bible, but there's a whole thing in the Old Testament or in the Torah about not spilling one's seed for not procreating, which would mean basically it means you cannot masturbate. So, if you're really Orthodox. So, do you guys have the same thing?
Same in the Catholic Church. The Old
It is the
Testament
same.
is the Old Testament, and the New Testament is more towards the Christianity side.
Oh, so you guys aren't old, you guys aren't the New Testament?
Yeah, we are the New Testament.
You are.
I mean, we're the Old and the New, but the Jewish religion really stops at the end of the Old Testament.
Right.
Well, you got to spill the seed automatically.
Huh?
Nothing.
You mean,
The seed's got to go.
well,
Saying.
but
Medically things have to happen.
Right,
I'll
medically.
leave it at that.
at night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
this is just
So,
not right.
Father, you are willing.
all of a sudden it's like,
Now, let's
it's like
change the
Hold
subject.
on, I can't
Okay,
hear
we're
all three
talking
of you.
to, if you're just joining us, we are talking to the new host of the Pleasure Dome, Father Frank
Frank.
Marino.
Now, we're talking to Father Frank, who you'll come in and sit in one morning with us.
I may do that.
That would be
And,
nice.
And Jimmy, whoever Barnes, you said, why would I do that? That's a great way to reach a million young people.
So you have another agenda.
You've got listenership all over the world, right?
All over the world.
Yeah, actually, we do.
I think I've heard you say 99X worldwide.
yes.
We're all over the world.
That's true.
Maybe I can start a priest channel.
A priest channel.
Father Frank worldwide.
Yeah, there's not enough religious shows on
We'll
TV.
give you your own page on our website. How about that?
Maybe I can talk like Rabbi Saul, and I can give both parts. I'll just imitate the Hi, Saul here. I've got a station for you.
Father's a little loopy now.
I like this.
Hold on, Father Frank. Jimmy.
All right, we're gonna get him, Rabbi Silver. I'll tell you what, you can't be as liberal with Rabbi Silverman, even though he's like a young, cool guy. He called our show one time, if you remember.
I remember. Mm-hmm.
But I can't.
You're going to be so tense bringing your rabbi in here.
Well, yeah. Every time he starts a sentence that, I heard on your show the other day, I was like, oh, Rabbi, please, I beg you, don't listen to my show. I beg you to
don't
please
listen.
not listen to my show. So, all right, that's going to be fun having the two of them up here, don't you think?
Yeah, let's do it soon.
Okay. Barnes?
Whatever.
And he is Jewish.
Well,
Who?
not in his eyes.
Who? Father Frank?
Yeah, but you know what? In his eyes with a capital H.
You're listening to the best of the Morning X. You can also catch it on the Morning X podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, or at 99x.com.